Hello, my name is Javon Darrien, a member of the class of 2019, and I'm back here again for Woodberry Hoops Update with Coach Dawson. How are you doing today, Coach?
Wonderful, man. How are you?
I'm doing well. So, I was just kind of curious, how was the vibe of, coming back early for break and having, was it one game you guys had?
Yeah, we were supposed to have two. We're actually supposed to play at Collegiate that Friday and then at Trinity on Saturday, but the inclement weather kind of changed that whole process. But so we were only able to get one game, but I thought it was great bonding time with the boys, being able to practice twice a day. Right. And them actually staying in the wall room together and spending a lot of time together. So even though we only got the one game in, I thought it was a valuable time for us.
Right. So tomorrow you guys have the game of basketball, not the football one. Right. Yeah. So do you you've played, you've coached that game plenty of times.
Yeah.
So do you feel that kind of mystique? Does that kind of cross over onto
No,
really?
Not at all. And I think partly because the coach at EHS is my college teammate. So he was a year ahead of me, and so we don't really have that so much of a rivalry, so to speak. We're just trying to coach as best we can and make our teams better. But I still want to kick his butt regardless. But it's not quite the same as football.
Right. And then St. Chris on Tuesday, so those are some pretty big rivalry games. You still have to say.
Yeah. St. Chris, I think, even more so than EHS for basketball. I think the guys really get up for that one, and I'm looking forward to playing them here at home soon.
Right. So another big thing is Max just committed to Princeton from basketball. Yeah. So what was his, you've had him since his freshman year. How was his growth, so to say? What did you see change about him the most from freshman year to now? A
lot, and the crazy part about it, I'd never seen Max play a game of basketball before he stepped foot on this campus. I heard about him because he actually played in the same AAU organization in which I coached.
Right.
And late that summer before he got here, he actually almost crushed his shoulder taking a charge, so he wasn't able to do anything in the fall here before basketball season his freshman year. But took me about 10 minutes of tryouts to know that he had something that we needed on our team. And the funny part about it, after our season was over, I'm sitting and I'm looking at the film and put together a highlight film for him, and I sent it to a bunch of Ivy League schools, high academic schools, and within 10 to 15 minutes, I was getting calls and emails back from people. And I walked to the dining hall to tell him that I felt like he could play Division I basketball, and he actually thought I was kidding. He did not believe me at all. So for him to kind of be questioning it at that point, and with the confidence and everything that he has now, to see that growth in him has been really special.
Right. So how injuries, if I can think, there's been a couple of guys out a couple of different times. So
yeah,
how has that affected the team?
So actually, the Trinity game is really the only game we've had all year with everybody dressed and healthy and available to play. It's really hurting us right now. Charlie with his deep knee bruise. Khalid's ankle and knees bothering him a little bit as well. Ozzy's knee is bothering him as well. So everybody's just kind of banged up right now, but it's got to be the mentality, the same motto the football team had: next man up.
Right.
The games are not going to stop, so you got to be able to plug people in and be ready to play and make no excuses about it.
Right. So as you said, Charlie, and also JoJo and Ben, those guys, it's their first year here. So how has the basketball program helped them kind of adjusting? Well, obviously similar to trimester, but
the main thing is wanting them to feel like they're a part of something where people care about them.
Right.
You have your advisor system here and all of those things, but the basketball team, you want it to feel like a family. Right. And I actually get on those guys pretty hard at times during practice, but at the same time, when we're on the bus, we're in the hotels and all those things, I'm loving them up just as much. They know it's not personal. They know it's me trying to push them to be the best that they can be.
Right. Speaking of leadership and things like that, do you see kind of from the seniors, we're in the other trimester, they have about a trimester, I would say a half left. So do you see kind of your leadership changing a little bit because they know that their time is it's getting there and they're going to graduate soon?
Yeah, I think reality is starting to set in for them. And it really started the other night. I think after our loss at St. Chris, I walked to the locker room and pretty much all the seniors were standing in the hallway. And I was like, what are you guys doing? And they were like, Coach, we're really tired. We got to change something. Like, we want more for ourselves, you and this program, and we got to figure this thing out. So I think reality's setting in for some of them. It'll be the last time they play on a basketball team, a competitive basketball team, and you want to enjoy that time. You don't want it to go as fast. So I think they're willing to kind of step out of the box a little bit, to speak up a little bit more, to make these last few weeks memorable.
Right. Another thing I was curious about, I see this in the football program. It's sort of like a trickle-down effect from, like, the varsity level team to, like, the rest of the level in terms of, even things in terms of, like, play style. Because, like, I commentated the Bengal game a couple of days ago, and I could even see, like, that kind of fast-paced system crosses over, like, onto the Bengal and JV team. Is that, like, intentional, or is that just...
You want it to happen. It's something that you want to happen. I met with all the coaches before the season start to kind of, there's a few things that you want to every team to be able to do. So you don't feel like you're starting over every year. When those guys come to varsity next year, we don't want to start from scratch. They already have a foundation that we can build on, and we can kind of run with that. So ideally, you want that to be a part of all three teams in your program.
Right. So here's some other things. So heard you were recently challenged by a student. For in one-on-one. What?
It's the darndest thing too. He stopped me in the hallway and was like, "Coach, I think I can beat you one-on-one." Talking about AJ. And I don't really pay AJ any mind at all, but every time I see him, it's coming out of his mouth. And so he caught me in the bottom of Dick Gym one day, and I think RJ and Elijah and a couple other guys were down there. So I had to get on him a little bit, and I think he was shocked that I could talk as much trash as I did that day. I thought he thought that I was just a quiet dude that didn't say a whole lot, but he got owned in the hallway that day, and the same thing's going to happen when eventually we do play. And make sure you see this, AJ.
So one thing I started doing was I got like some students like sending in some questions.
Yeah.
So one student asked, the fifth former, who on the team has the most quote unquote swag?
Oh boy. Oh man. Let's see. So if you were to take a poll, a lot of them would vote for themselves. I'm pretty sure Charlie would say he has it. But I would probably have to say it's between Keith and Khalid.
Right.
Keith takes his time to get ready, to get dressed, especially when we're on trips, going to the mall and things like that. So I'd probably have to go with Keith right now.
Right. So third former asks, what's the funniest thing you see happen with the team? Like, whether it be like, like some kind of like outlandish turnover or something like that.
Probably Luke Durham tripping over the 3-point line, driving the ball a couple weeks ago, last week. He was just literally driving the ball in the middle of the lane and tripped over the free throw line and just kind of went diving towards the baseline. I think everyone got a kick out of that, so that's definitely been one of the top moments so far.
Yeah, and then some other stuff I have is, who do you feel has, this was actually requested by a player on the team, not exactly who it was. Who do you feel has the best mid-range shot?
Oh my God! I know this came from Ozzy. I know it did. But truthfully, he's close. If he's not first, he's close. But as I tell him, he's got to start having the confidence to do that in games. But in practice, he's pretty much automatic from that position. So I'm going to put him up there right now.
And then the last one is, who do you feel has the best handles?
Oh man, I'll probably say Jamil. Jamil, I mean, he's so low to the ground. It's hard for guys to take it from him, but he is pretty crafty with the ball. So I'd say Jamil right now.
Right. And finally, we do this every time. The shout out.
Oh man, real shout out to Tiger Nation. We ain't played a home game in forever.
Yeah.
So this coming up Tuesday when we do, next Friday, we need you there. We need you there. We need you guys loud. I know the guys will be happy to be at home playing again. I'll be happy to be at home too because we've been some true road warriors so far. So we're really looking forward to that.
Definitely. All right. For Coach Dawson, I'm Javon Darrien, class of 2019. This has been Woodberry Hoops Update. Thank you.